All right, 97.7 Outlaw Radio FM listeners, you already know what time it is, and we got the one and only, we got Deuce Deuce live in the mix yet again, man. How are you doing, brother?
I'm good, bro. Appreciate you having me, man.
Most definitely, man. I
I'm
gotta say,
good.
bro, it's always good chopping it up with you, man. And you know what I mean. You're, after all, how can we not have you back on, man? If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be doing these interviews, bro. So you know what I mean. I appreciate you for that.
Yeah, you're doing a good job, man. I'm paying attention. Doing amazing, bro. Keep it up.
I appreciate that, man. And like always, man, I dug through the archives and the crates, man, and I found some dope questions, man. But I want to take you back to
It's all good.
'96, bro. And in '96, the Concrete Mob actually released the single "Boiling Point" and "Sleepless Nights," man. I was always wondering, what's the story and inspiration behind that iconic single?
Which one? Sleepless Nights is the first song I ever recorded, man. I just finished a 16th month bid at the time, and that's why the song is the way it is. That's how I was feeling at the time. But that was the first song I actually ever recorded.
And I gotta say, in my opinion,
So
man,
it,
that song's always gonna be huge, man, because you can feel your pain behind that song, man. Always will be one of Canada's best songs.
I appreciate it, man. Just dug deep soul music, man. No lying, just honesty, man. The music always speaks. So it was like that's exactly how I felt at the time, and I wrote it when I was locked up, like probably like 75% of it, and then I just finished it when I came home.
And also, as well, man, you guys were actually signed to Groove a Lot Records in the mid '90s. I was wondering, how did you guys actually get connected with that label? And of course, what was it like just being signed to such an amazing Canadian label like them?
Yeah, we were signed to Groove a lot, and then we had a publishing deal with EMI. But like I said, like we was young when we signed that, and it wasn't a good experience. I'll say that, but it was good for the fact that it got us out there. And through that, we got to perform at the How Can I Be Down seminar in South Beach, Miami in 1996. With all the unsigned showcase talent right across America, from the East Coast to the West Coast to the South, and we rep the North. So, and everybody opened up for Outlast. That's when they came out with that album, AT Aliens. So it was a good experience as far as that, but as far as the business side of it, like I said, we was young, still running around on the street, active, hustling, doing our thing. So we were just happy that we were there. You know what I'm saying?
And I gotta say as well, man, it's always sad hearing, man, that back in the '90s how labels treated artists, man, because they probably would have did a heck of a lot better as a label itself if they didn't dick people around.
Of course, and even to this day, like the music business is shady, man. Like my main engineer, he produced a couple songs off the Dirty Dancing soundtrack movie. And you know how big that is with Patrick Swayze, God rest his soul. You remember Dirty Dancing, right?
Almost
So he
definitely.
produced he produced some songs off that, and he got fucked around. You know what I'm saying? So it goes to show you on every level, even in the '90s, like a lot of big artists for a lot of labels were getting pimped. You know what I'm saying? And it's just shady shit, man. Q-Tip said it. Industry rule number 80 record thing that's shady. You know what I'm saying? But it's just a shady business. That's why it's always better to be independent, especially how there's social media and shit right now. So the main goal is to try to own all your publishing and masters. But at some point, they say you got to give up some, but you want to try to keep as much as you can, right? That's why we're on the independent grind.
And also as well, man, going into 2001, Concrete Mob actually released a self-titled EP that actually turned 20 years old this year, man. And I was wondering, because I was sitting back re-listening to this phenomenal masterpiece, and I was actually wondering, do you guys
Yeah.
actually plan on putting out a 20th anniversary variation of that album?
Nah, to tell you the truth, we haven't even spoke about it. I'm just focused right now, like, on the Parliament Hill album, The Governors. You know, I hooked up with a couple guys from Point Blank, you know, from Regent Parks, right beside the Esplanade, my hood I grew up in, and I've always known the brothers. And if you check it, all of most of me and Young Noble in the Outlaw's body of work, I've always put Stump Gets, you know, on songs and mixtapes and stuff. So we've been talking about this Parliament Hill album for years. So I'm just focusing my energy on that. Me and Noble started our 6th album, but as you know, he's retired, you know, for now. Hopefully he comes back, but you know.
And that was actually
we got
next
our 6th album we're cooking up.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead, my bad.
I was going to say that was actually next on my list, man. To actually bring up about Young Noble's retirement announcement, man. I was wondering, man, what is your take on that, man? And my other part was, will there be another Deuce Deuce and Young Noble record? But you just actually brought that up and said yes. So I got to say, what can we expect from this unfortunate final album, man? Because you guys have that chemistry, man. That's so surreal.
Yeah, well, you know, we're gonna take our time with it. You know what I'm saying? Because I agree with No. We speak all the time, almost every day, every other day, and you know he's been through a lot in life, and he said it himself, man. A lot of pain, blood, sweat, tears, laughter, and death, and it's like. Sometimes, you know, it's just when you're giving people so much music and stuff, they don't really appreciate it, man. You know what I'm saying? So there's nothing like health is the best wealth at that day. And, you know, like, you know, he had a heart attack. He posted it and shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he's just focusing on himself right now, man, because, you know, you can't keep pouring from a cup, man, without people pouring it back. And you know, you keep giving people shit. It's like, you know, people are unappreciative, man. You know, so he's just focusing on his health, spirit, mind, body, and soul right now. But, you know, music's in him. Me, I'm a fan first and foremost as much of as his brother. But, you know, like, I'd love to see him come back, but he needs to take as much time as he needs. You know what I'm saying? When he's ready, he'll come. But, yeah, we definitely going to finish up the 6th album. But we just, you know, ain't no rush, man. He just released Young Noble and Dirty Bird, Crazy 80s Babies album, which is, to me, phenomenal, man. It's like a lyrical, classic masterpiece, just the whole thing, man.
And I agree as well.
So,
man.
you know?
I mean, I really hope we do see him make a comeback, but if not, you know what I mean? Shout out to Young Noble, man, for years of amazing music. Definitely a well-deserved retirement, man. Definitely well-deserved.
That's what I'm saying, man. You know, sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes, you know, you just got to take a step back and just put everything into perspective, man, and then, you know, decide. But, you know, he's got his mind made up, and I'm going to support him, whatever choice and decision he chooses to make. Like he said it before, and I feel the same way, whether we did another song together or not. That's my brother for life, you know? We'll always be in contact, traveling and connecting and stuff. So, you know, we've been able to build a close brotherhood of a bond and friendship, you know, over the past 10 years, man. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate the brother, man, you know, because I you know, like, I was ready. I love making music. Don't get me wrong at all. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't really, because where I was in Canada and shit, and I'm investing so much money, and it's like, man, the corniest motherfuckers always get the shine, and it's like doors closing in my face. So it's not too, you know, it doesn't motivate you. You know what I'm saying? To keep pushing. It's like, man, I'm putting all this time, effort, and my pain in the music, and it's not even getting the recognition that it deserves. It's not getting put out there, and it's like, man, people closing doors in your face. You know what I'm saying? And a bunch of haters that are in the position to help push your music forward, but because their shit failed, and you know what I mean, just the envy and it's just the jealousy, it's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, he breathed life back into me, man. Like, you know, let's do some music and shit, and then here we are, man. You know, still making music, man. And I learned so much, so I'm forever grateful and humbled. You know what I'm saying?
And also as well, man, I actually read that EDI recently announced the One Nation project. I was wondering if there's any plans for Deuce Deuce to actually be featured on this phenomenal project.
Man, gonna have to wait and see, bruh.
Hey man,
We
I
gonna
knew I
have to
had to
wait
bring
and
that
see,
one up,
but
brother.
that's it's all good, man. In due time, man. You know, shit's meant to be. I believe in destiny, so you know what I mean. Like that's something that you know that's definitely gonna be a classic, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking forward to it. You know, so we're gonna work something out. We'll see.
And also, man, right now, as we actually conduct this interview, you are actually in Egypt, man. And I was wondering, man, just
Yeah.
aside from the music here for a moment, with the pandemic slowly coming to an end, how did the coronavirus actually affect Egypt and the Egyptian people?
Well, you know, they said like when I got here, I hardly see people wear a mask. I ain't even gonna lie to you, man. And it's so overpopulated. Like I'm in a city right now, and there's like 10 million people in this city, and I've seen like a handful of people wearing masks. So I'm starting to think, is this shit for real? Or and then people are telling me people die from it, but I'm just thinking it's a bad flu. Like I said, there's so much information out there. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, like, fuck, what's real, what's not. All I know is, man, like, let's just all just be a bit more hygienic, wash our hands, you know, and you shouldn't have people closer than an arm's length anyway, man, inhaling people's breath, you know what I'm saying? So we still got to be cautious because we don't know, you know what I'm saying? But they're saying people are dying from it, but I don't see it, man. I see people operating every day, regular. And I'm saying, like I said, 10 million people in one city. So, go figure, man.
And also, man, you actually recently released a music video, Energy, featuring the late, great, ever so talented Faith Walker, man. I was wondering, how did yourself and
Yeah.
Faith initially get connected? And of course, what was it like just
Well,
working with such an amazing individual like her?
yeah, God rest her soul, man. A young, beautiful mother, queen, man. That's a sad story, man. But like, God has a plan for all of us. But we were following each other for a while on Instagram. She was feeling the music, and I was feeling hers, and then we started connecting. You know, formed some shape, form a dialogue with each other, and then we just started getting back. And then she came to the studio, and then boom, we just put it together, man. And that's how that came about. But and then when I went out there to shoot the video with her in Kitchener, I literally had to like help her walk, and that's why I admire her strength and courage and her wisdom, just as a woman, you know, her strength. Because I wasn't even gonna push for the video, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I want to shoot a video for it, but she had recently been hospitalized for like weeks before that, you know, and that's before she cut her beautiful hair, you know what I'm saying? And she couldn't walk from the Jeep for like 30 steps without getting tired. So she could barely hold herself up, but she wanted to do it. And that's just her strength, you know, as a woman. So when I saw that, I had the utmost respect for her, man. Straight up, man. God bless her family, her loved ones, and her kids she left behind.
And definitely, God, like, rest in paradise, man. Such a phenomenal singer, man.
Yeah,
When you hear her voice, man,
yeah.
it brings tears to your eyes, man. It's such an amazing talent.
Exactly. You know, very, very like I said, like a lot of singers and shit, they go into the studio and they got the effects and shit. It's not even their voice, but the sister could actually sing, man. She could actually sing and just give you goosebumps because she didn't need that. The microphone in the studio is only supposed to be an extension of your voice. You know what I'm saying? Not all this effects and all this shit that you're hearing today, man.
And also, man, on Canada
So
Day,
yeah.
July 1st, 2021, man, the Governors released a brand new album titled Parliament Hill. I was wondering, man, if you can tell our listeners a bit more about this phenomenal record, and of course, where can we actually snag ourselves a copy today, man? Because this album is a
Man,
masterpiece.
I appreciate you, bro. Yeah, man. Well, like I was saying earlier, like, you know, me being a member of the Concrete Mob, one half, and Stump Getson, KIDD, aka Kid Trey Trife for Point Blank. Those are like two of the main guys from Point Blank. So, like I said, we've had a friendship and a bond of over 35 years. So, and we've always been like close and tight and cool with each other. Never no issues on the street or nothing. So, we've been talking about it, and I've been bringing it to them. Like, I wanted to do a Parliament Hill album for the past 20 years, and sometimes things get in the way, and life gets in the way. Those guys were doing their own thing with Point Blank. You know what I'm saying? I was doing my thing, and then boom, man, we just connected. We went into the studio, and then we just started vibing. We set out to do 12 songs. Then we ended up recording 28 songs, 30 songs, man. So we just picked them. We already got like the second album almost done. Them guys, Stump Guest coming with his solo album in 2022. Kids coming with a solo album 2022. I'm coming with another one. Like, we got so much work going, but we just started vibing, man. And Regent Park being on the middle of Parliament Street and Esplanade being at the bottom, you know what I'm saying? So we were like the governors of Parliament Hill, you know what I'm saying? This running shit for years. That's how it's been. So, we came, but this album to me is very dear to my heart, man, because it's like all this bullshit that you hear right now. It's just back to beats, rhymes, life, lyrics, true stories and shit, going back and forth on hooks, on lyrics, and just the subject matter. So to me, I love it, man. A lot of people are feeling it, and I appreciate it, man. But it's available right now on all platforms, man. Like I said, it's an independent grind. We're shooting videos for every song on the album, man. We already released Under Pressure and the Parliament Hill title song. We've released it, and that's featuring the Canadian legend Let Your Backbone Slide, Maestro Fresh West. And then we got another video I can't wait to drop. Started it, and this video is like, man, all I'm gonna say is, man, we just bringing it up a whole nother level, bruh. I'm excited to drop it. And then we got so much other more videos. So we're working, man. But I'm proud of this album, man. I'm saying for Canadian hip hop, because a lot of hip hop that's coming out of Toronto, let's say, is just singy song, melody, and it's like, niggas jumping up and down in Airbnbs with bags of weed and Henny and just talking a bunch of nonsense, man, a bunch of mumbo jumbo. So we're taking it back to like, let's. You know what I'm saying? We got bars, man. We got something to say. So, we trying to grab the bull by the horns, bruh. Because I know I'm tired of it. And I talk to a lot of American and people around the world, and they're like, yo, is that the North Coast style, man? Y'all, like, mumbling and shit? Like, same old shit. Like, I'm like, fuck no. But they're saying it as a joke to me, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, fuck no, man. So we're proud of it, man. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just hard bars, man.
Me personally, man, I can't stand that mumble rap, man. Like, I try my best to ignore it, but it's so hard sometimes, man. So I tend to just listen to the old stuff that I'm used to.
Yeah, well, that's like me. We, like, the late 80s, the 90s, the early 2000s, we were spoiled. Because back then, and I tell you this every time we have a interview, brother, good brother, like, you had to have something to say, you got checked for it, you know what I'm saying? You weren't just rhyming for the sake of riddling, whether it was knapsack, rap, whatever. If that was your kind of hip-hop, it's all good, and I don't mind it, man. Like I said, I'm not going to knock somebody if they could find a route for their family and loved ones and people around them and create jobs and opportunity, you know what I'm saying? And feed people, and provide jobs that way. If you could do it, then so be it. But I just think there's an oversaturation of it, and the real shit's slowly getting flooded out and pushed to the side. And no, we can't have that, man. You know what I'm saying? We gotta save hip hop, man. That's how I'm looking at it, man. Cause fuck, soon it's gonna be just no bars at all. It's just gonna be beats and straight hooks. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Fuck. Like I said, I'm a fan of first and foremost of the culture, you know what I'm saying? Shit.
And that's why I do what I do, Deuce. Me personally, I can't rap for the life of me, man. But I can DJ, so that's why I do what I do.
Yeah, cause I appreciate you, bro, and I put you on a pedestal more than these motherfuckers from the city that have these podcasts and shit. Cause a lot of them, you know what I'm saying? They say they're for the culture and shit, but they're straight haters, man, straight up, man, because they don't want to push the shit and play the shit because their rap careers failed, or they got some personal shit or something. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, man, you're supposed to be a professional at that shit and pump and push the culture, the whole culture. Don't pick and choose. You know what I'm saying? It's just whack, man. So that's why I support your shit, and that's why I respect your shit, and that's why I always reach out to you when I put out a project, man. Because I know you're for the movement, the real movement. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, and I appreciate that for real, man. And speaking of going back to Maestro Fresh West there for a minute, I actually, since you sent me those songs, man, I've been having them playing here on 97.7 here in Canada, man, just spinning it like no tomorrow. And I really love this Parliament Hill joint, man. But I have to ask, how did you guys initially get connected with Maestro, bro? Because that collaboration is just
Man,
unreal.
yeah, well, you know, DJ Scam, that's who produced Boiling Point and Sleepless Nights in Casino. So he produced some songs from Maestro off that Stick to Your Vision album when he put that out. And I actually toured with Maestro back then. And when Farley Flex was his manager, so we clicked from back then. We always had respect, and we always said, like, we're gonna do a song together. But like I said, it has to be right. You don't want to force certain shit. You know what I'm saying? Especially if we're just doing it out of love for each other. But yeah, man, I actually performed with him on stage, man. You know, in a few provinces in Canada. So you know, he looked out for me, got me my room and shit, and that's been a good brother, you know, and he's a mentor as well, man, because he's doing what he does, man. He's living his dream, you know, and I salute the brother straight up, man, because he's stuck with it, and he's one of the first dudes to really make noise out of Canada, period. 87, 88, you know what I'm saying? So I got mad love for him, and I reached out for him, and it's crazy because I didn't even have to send him 2-3 songs. That's the first song that we sent him. You know what I'm saying? And he was feeling it. And I wasn't even thinking Maestro. Kid, you know, the other governor, you know what I'm saying? Trey Trife, he was like, Deuce, you need to, you know, let's get Maestro, send him this one. So it was actually Kid that picked the song. And it, like I said, it was one song. And when he heard it, he's like, yo, what the fuck? You know, and boom, man, he killed it, as you can see. And I'm proud of him because Maestro came hard. You know what I'm saying? He got it, man. He killed the shit.
And I gotta ask, Bowman, who were you actually initially thinking? Because obviously, you know, you said Kid was thinking Maestro. Like, who did you have an idea for when it came to Parliament Hill?
For the song, nobody, man. It was just gonna be us on it, man. You know, and we were thinking like, okay, what artists? And we didn't want to put too much and get too much features on it, you know what I'm saying? Because we got a Parliament Hill mixtape coming out where it's going to be all artists right off the Parliament Hill Street, from Bleecker to Moss Park region, Esplanade, you know what I'm saying? Up and down Sherburne, that whole Parliament street strip, you know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of artists that are off that strip that are very talented. So we weren't really, you know what I'm saying? And we're just thinking, and then Kid came up with it. He's like, yo, Deuce, we need to get Maestro on a joint. And I'm like, yo, let's do it. And like I said, usually you send 2-3 songs, you know what I'm saying? See which one they feeling or fucking with, or vibing to. And we sent him that joint, and boom, just like that. And like I said, when I heard the shit, I was like, damn. Maestro killing it still, you know, so salute to the brother for that.
And also as well, man, I gotta ask, like, of course, as you mentioned, you know, you and Nob are working on that 6th record. You know, you've got some more Governor's stuff actually cooking in the pot. But I was wondering, man, what is next for yourself, man? Is there anything else that you got going on that I happen to miss that you still want to talk about and promote, but we still have you here live on the Canadian airwaves?
Man, just that Governor's Parliament Hill album, man. And like I said, you can expect solo albums from each of the governors. You know, next year is my year, 2022. Deuce Deuce, so I might come with a double album, man, solo album. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of shit to talk about, man. So, you know, but like I said, man, this album, man, the Governor's Parliament Hill album, available on all platforms. The Young Noble and Dirty Bert Crazy 80s babies, man. Crazy. That shit just super duper crazy. Just the dynamics of that album is just crazy. I haven't heard an album put together like that. The flow and shit in years, man. So, yeah, man. If you like real hip hop and truth music and like soul music, man, and you're for the culture, man, go support that, cop it. You know what I'm saying? You still got that Watch the Signs album. The whole catalog, man. The whole catalog, man. Crazy. The One Nation, you know, Edie putting that together now. The One Nation album, that's definitely something to look out for, man. But yeah, man, once the world starts opening up, we're gonna be going on tour and shit. I can't wait for that, man. Start rocking stages worldwide again, man. That's like something I love, and being able to just travel the world, man. I'm a traveler. I tell people all the time, one of the best blessings in life is being able to travel to other countries, just meet people, greet people, and experience the cultures of the world, man, and the food and shit. That's just a whole different blessing. You start to think it's bigger than your block, you know what I'm saying?
And hopefully, when you do start touring, man, you can actually hit a concert up near Ottawa, man. I would love to see the Governors perform live, man.
Let's get it going, man. What'd you say, Ottawa? We gonna hit it up, man. We gonna be in Ottawa soon. Hopefully, September, man. Trying to work out something now. So, Montreal, Ottawa, all that shit. Gatineau. Trying to hit it up, man. Just waiting for shit to open up, right?
Oh, man, because, like, Ottawa's close to where I am. Like, as you already know, I'm in a small, dinky little town, man, called Prescott. It's an amazing town.
It's all good.
But they're kind of hick, you know what I mean? So when they hear hip-hop, they're like, okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Ottawa's the closest place to go.
Oh, it's all good. Ottawa. Yep. We're going to work it out, bro. Don't worry, man. You're going to rock with us, for sure.
But also, Deuce, this is the time of the interview, man, that I give a chance for the individual quickly, right before I wrap things up, man. Just a chance for them to, you know, give shout-outs to whomever they want to give shout-outs to. But most of all, man, your social media handles. That way our listeners can follow yourself and the Governors if they're not already doing so.
Yeah, Deuce _ Concrete Mom, Stumps, any social. It's the Instagram, Tilt Rock. Trade at Tilt Rock at Instagram, and the Governors Instagram. You know what I'm saying? You can follow us on there on Instagram, man. But other than that, man, I'm gonna shout out the whole earth, man, woman, child, bruh. Everybody, man. I'm gonna shout out the whole world. And like I said, the Governor's Parliament Hill album out now on all platforms. You need to go get that and just push play, man. Let that shit ride out, man. You know what I'm saying? All kind of different vibes and rhythms and truth music, man. Good shit. No fabrication, no gimmicks, none of that shit. No fantasizing, no false advertising, none of that shit. It's all firsthand, our personal experiences that we sharing with y'all, man. So I definitely want you guys to go cop that, man. Leave that. And if you ain't got the money, DM me. I'm going to email you the album. How about that?
And I got to say, first and foremost, man, thank you so much for just nonstop supporting what I do. And, of course, man, giving us a little bit of your time all the way from here in Canada right out there to Egypt, bro.
Yeah, man. It's 11 o'clock at night right now, man. Beautiful. I'm blessed. It's almost 40 degrees every day. That North African desert heat is not a joke. But, yo, I'm blessed. I'm humble. I'm forever grateful, man. I appreciate you too, good brother.
Hey, most definitely, man. You already know. I already know we're going to speak again soon, man. So we definitely shall chop it up soon. But for now, man, get yourself some rest and definitely enjoy that nice that nice nighttime breeze before that sun kicks in.
Okay. Yeah. I appreciate you, bro. Yo, you got to bump that Parliament Hill and Under Pressure for them right now, man. I'm going to listen, man. Blast that shit.
Oh, man, you already know what to do, man. You already sent it, so you know I'm going to spin it, Deuce. Have yourself a wonderful night.
Okay, brother. You too, brother. Peace.